Bonsoir tout le monde, bienvenue encore dans l'autre show de Ralpheconde. Je dis à son plaisir que m'a accueilli deux gros tontons guitaristes et je voulais parler de Gary Rezil que tout le monde connaît. Parce que Gary Rezil, Tabou Combo, Skacha, un paquet l'autre gros ben et puis nous avons un gros chanteur. Monsieur pas haïtien mais c'est comme si monsieur était haïtien parce que son nègre qui fait parler en pile. Nous sommes contents de voir ça, je voulais parler de Marcos Lopez que tout le monde connaît, qui était fait un gros tube avec Mini All Stars, en pile l'autre chante encore, et Marcos chanté. Donc, c'est un plaisir pour m'accueillir et deux monsieur Sarland de Ralpheconde Show. Nous pourrons parler en gros parce que monsieur Sarland a un gros projet que vous pouvez déraper là, que vous pouvez mettre dehors. Eh bien, ce n'est pas un projet son ben. Je voulais parler de Exodus. On a commencé avec Gary Rezil. Gary, bonne nouvelle, comment est-ce?
Mon cher, dans forme, n'a kembe, tout doucement, en babaye.
Nous pas en bas, nous va sur le travail là.
On va direct devant.
Devant, voilà. Eh bien, nous connaissons que Marcos lui-même, monsieur monsieur pas vraiment, je ne vais pas parler créole, donc nous allons poser monsieur question en anglais. Actuellement, monsieur parle espagnol. Mais on connaît, espagnol, on va pas finir trop petit, trop yes. Marcos, welcome to the Ralpheconde Show. How are you? It's a pleasure to be here, man. How are you?
Thank you very much, Ralph. I'm very, very happy to be here in this interview with you and with Gary. And hello to the all Haitian.
All right. I know Haitian. They used to hear your voice, but now they probably know who you are. I mean, but probably they never see your face, you know. But I know they know the voice. As long as they know a lot of songs that you sing. I mean, in the past with many All Stars, Kasha, and so on. I'm sure the public is gonna discover more about you today. All right. Gary, pas trop longtemps, nous t'es joint nous dans iCompa. Pour qui ça, aujourd'hui, a décidé de tourner avec Exodus?
Mon cher, c'est que on connaît que chaque artiste a une signature. OK?
Okay.
Et iCompa, c'est un bon ben, mais c'est pas de vision. C'est pas de vision.
Mm-hmm.
Et là, nous reconnecter avec Marcos Lopez encore. Nous avons toujours une vision, c'était rêve pour moi-même avec monsieur, nous get together pour nous faire un bagage et sérieux. Parce que I've been listening to all HMI, listening to Vibes, listening to Class, New Look. Et impossible. Alors, les Caraïbes étaient là, on a obtenu les Caraïbes, mais qu'est-ce qui vraiment impressionné? C'est impossible.
OK.
Impossible. Impossible. Font un travail, ils prennent de Karimi et puis ils expandent. Et par contre, monsieur du tout, c'est pas promotion à faire pour impossible. Mm-hmm. Mais I like the way moi-même j'ai approché compadirect là. I would say I've been listening to all HMI and on croit que nous can faire much better.
Yeah.
OK? Parce que nous avons frappé, et classe a frappé, Vibes, Kai, et tout ça. So, je suis décidé, parce que je suis aujourd'hui depuis avant, il n'est pas actif. Je décidé, moi, avec Marcos, pour nous get together, pour nous activer et Exodus. Parce que nous connaissons ça, Marcos, qu'a fait. I see him really at work. On the scene, on the podium. Mm-hmm. Et dans tout pays francophone, en France et tout ça. Et it's been somebody qui était supposé faire déjà, mais on ne connaît pas rien qui fait avant l'heure.
C'est ça.
Et on a toujours besoin ou besoin real frontman who
Ah
know
ouais.
what he's doing. Parce que frontman nan, c'est lui-même qui va bay goal pour, c'est lui-même qui va reach to public.
Ouais.
Et moi chante tout, mais I'm not a frontman yet. So I need Marcos, ou vraiment qui pour Marcos c'est Chardin pour bay goal là. Vous comprenez? So je crois que définitivement avec Marcos Lopez et nous avons fait une série de nous avons fait une série de belles bagages. Surtout monsieur vient avec on va avec les compa bomba et ça veut dire que son new style quand on a dit que nous ne pouvons pas faire orchestre pour nous jouer même à classe, pour nous jouer même à New Look, pour nous jouer même avec Kai, ou bien Vibe, ou bien Karimi, nous ne pouvons pas faire, ou bien impossible, nous obligés par être un bagage qui pour attirer le public là.
C'est ça.
So, c'est pour ça que nous get together avec Marcos, et puis Marcos vient avec idéal, me dit bon Marcos, okay, we're gonna do it.
Wow. So now, Marcos, for those who don't really know you, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Where are you from, and how did you start singing?
Well, I come from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
My father was a home musician.
Oh, okay.
He used to play the mandolin, and
Mandolin.
I grew up seeing him playing, practicing his mandolin every day. I started playing trumpet at 14 years old,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I went to the music school, and after that, I went to the Puerto Rican Conservatory of Music. And it's there that I met one of the best Latin salsa singers, a legend. It's called Ismael Rivera, El
Okay.
Sonero Mayor. Ismael Rivera is the reference for all the salsa um, musicians all over the world. And I
Okay.
started playing with him. And then when I came back to Puerto Rico, I was living in New York. Uh, somebody came to Puerto Rico trying to find horn players, trumpet players, and they invited me to go to Martinique and start to play trumpet with La Perfecta de la Martinica.
I know La Perfecta. Yeah.
Yeah, and everything started with La Perfecta,
Okay.
and in Martinique is that I start listening to a new music that I never heard before. I start playing, the zouk and the compa, and they explained me that it was Haitian music, and immediately, I get in love with that music.
All right.
And after that, I start traveling with La Perfecta in Europe, and when we came back from a tour, I had a song I had a song in my briefcase,
Okay.
and I show it to a friend, and we start rehearsing. And then a producer called Rafael Oyoen heard the song, and he asked me that he would like to record that song. The code name was Negrito Kumba Kumba,
Ah, okay.
and he sent me to New York to a friend, to a friend producer named Fred Paul
Fat Paul. Yeah.
to record Negrito Kumba Kumba and to return back to Martinique. And when Fred Paul heard the song, he asked me that if I like to stay in New York with him, and he offered me a good business. He talked to the producer in Martinique, and then they agreed. I don't know what they did, but the thing is that I started working with Mini All Star. We record Negrito Kumba Kumba, and it became a big hit
I know. I know.
in Spanish, all in
Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah.
And I was, in the middle of nowhere because I was I speak a little bit English because, in Puerto Rico, our native language is Spanish. But, in school, they teach us some English. But at that time, I was in the middle of, you know, the Creole culture. It's something different for me.
Yeah.
But the music
Yeah.
made me feel comfortable. And at that time, I remember that Fred asked me to record a song named Anastasie.
Anastasie, Griot, bon. I remember
Griot
this song.
Madame, yeah, oui, Madame Griot bon.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the lyrics. I didn't understand what I was saying, but that's when my dear brother Gary Rezil came in the scene, and he started teaching me with Fred Paul how to sing in Creole,
Okay.
the pronunciation and all that. And
Yeah.
after that, the song became a big hit. And then we start recording some different songs in Creole, Vacances, and You're My Number One, Michelle Mabel, and
Okay.
all that. Always, under the vocal coaching of Gary Rezil.
Okay.
And
Now, Gary m'a tourné sous. Nous connaissons Exodus, c'est son formation musicale qui pourrait le pour prendre l'arrière-son, mais font-ils parler nous de formation de ça et qui est cap là-dedans, qui l'autre musicien, parce que sauf nous connaissons que c'est un deux members, mais qui l'autre musicien qui a intégré le groupe ça?
Bon, moi, faire un triage de musiciens et jeunes musiciens.
OK.
Qui plus jeunes passé. Et j'ai Sami sous basse. I got the guy called Anil on the keyboard. I have Max on drum, super drummer.
Okay.
And Carbell young guys. And I have Tom Michel on sax.
Yeah.
And the other conguero, the conga, I'm just gonna fill him out a little bit more. But mostly it's young guys. And because you have to remember, Exodus before was like a big band with a lot of brass and Danny Block and all that. So it was a big band. But now, because now the music has changed. Music has changé.
Ouais.
C'est pas même bagaille. Tout jazz cap mené, you va rien voilà de.
Ouais. I mean, nous venons de l'autre format. Mais on l'autre, ça pousse m'a poser une autre question. Et avec Marcos, qui c'est un chanteur en espagnol, est-ce que ça veut dire que Exodus parle pour l'autre marché ou bien a juste été dans l'haïtien seulement?
Oh no, we're going international. Oh no.
Okay.
Right now, Marcos have a song called Carabali.
Okay.
Carabali play in Panama radio station, all the radio station. They want him over there now. So
Okay.
that means we're not gonna stay only in the French Haitian market. We're going overseas. We're going international. Parce que I have Marcos there for that.
Okay.
That's why I'm getting together with Marcos, because I know when Conde Marcos could reach out to people. If you see him in a podium, if you see him at work, you're gonna be very impressed.
Okay. Marcos,
he's
yeah,
the
go
real
ahead.
front man.
I know. Yeah,
he's putting a lot of weight in my shoulders.
I know.
And by the way, Ralph, his wife is an actress,
Okay.
well-known actress in Puerto Rico,
Puerto Rico.
superstar.
Okay.
Okay, so he runs on the family. You know what I mean?
Great. Marcos, can you tell me about your first experience with some Asian band that you had in the past?
Well, the first experience, as I told you before, was La Perfecta.
Oh, La Perfecta. Okay.
Yeah, La Perfecta de la Martinique with the chef of the orchestra. It was Daniel Maria Alfonsin. He's a genius. He's a genius musician. And then I played with a GM Harmony, but mostly my musical experience with Haitian music is with Mini All Star, with Fred Paul.
Okay.
I owe him. I owe him what I had become or became in the Haitian market. There, next to Gary Rezil. When I moved to Kissimmee. I am here in Kissimmee right now for 5 years after Maria hurricane,
Mm-hmm.
and the music scene in Kissimmee is not, it's not, not much. As a professional, I am as a I have a master in social clinical work. I am
Okay.
a clinical social worker, specializing gerontologist.
Okay.
But music is my passion, and when I came here, I get in touch with Gary because Gary, for me, Gary, all of you Haitian people know Gary, for his experience and his trajectory in music. But for me, Gary, even time pass, Gary still being very, very commercial,
Yeah.
very, very up to date in music, very, very commercial.
Mm-hmm.
And when he invited me to be with iCompa, I accepted as a guest artist, and then I finished recording like 6 songs with with iCompa. But then it became the pandemia, and all that, and the way things move is not the way. I think that you know music business is going faster, it's going
Yeah.
fast, and
Yeah.
it's changing every week. It's changing
Yeah.
every week. And I asked Gary, and I told him, Gary, let's do some compa bomba.
What do
let's
you
do
mean by
some
compa bamba?
let's do some compa bomba. Bomba is a music from Puerto Rico, and
Okay.
is the music that it was mixed with Negrito Cumba Cumba.
Okay.
And in Carabalí, the son Carabalí is a compa bomba.
Mm-hmm.
And with all the respect I have for the Haitian music, uh, people, maybe it sounds like a cliche or something like that, but I think that in my veins I have a Haitian ancestor or something. I don't understand. When I can play salsa, I can play merengue, I can play bolero, but when I am on a stage singing compa, the compa music, I don't know, it's made me feel as easy. It's made me feel happy. If I'm depressed, I get happy.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with Haitian.
Uh,
The bidi bip, bidi 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 bip, and pop pada
uh,
pa pa, and the guitars.
uh,
Yes, that
oh.
that's compa, right?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
you know
That's it.
the conversation between the guitars and all what is happening. The melodies of the Haitian music is so richful, and
Yes.
I love compa, man. I
I mean,
love compa.
especially we got a story with the salsa, merengue. They always say that compa is like you take the merengue and then you just slow it down. You know what I mean? So I mean, in the past we used to have a lot of artists from Cuba, from everywhere that come to play in Haiti.
I
So
know.
that's why like I mean, especially Spanish people, they don't have any they can dance compa. When you go to a salsa party, I mean, merengue is kind of it just a faster beat, than the
Yeah, but
than the
compa,
compa.
but compa, in the Caribbeans, each tribe or slaves that came from Africa, they brought their own drums, tambour.
Yeah, yeah,
The merengue and compa, it sounds all almost the same, but when you hear the bomba, Isum kutum, kutum. You
Okay.
heard compa. I heard compa in the bomba. When
Yeah.
I hear bomba, I hear compa. The qua in the bomba. Pa, 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 pa,
Yeah.
and in bomba is tung tung kutung, tung kutung, tung
Ah,
kutung.
okay.
We have the same clave.
Same thing.
And
Yeah.
maybe, for a musician, maybe for musicians or for the people that are in the Haitian industry, me being a Puerto Rican or a Latino guy trying to be in the Haitian market, that maybe that they can make them being or become jealous. This Puerto Rican is trying to be
I
in
see.
our market. He's trying to no. Let me tell you something from the bottom of my heart. When I do compa music, I do it very seriously. And when I sing in Creole, I take my time to learn what the lyric says,
What are you saying? Well,
what the lyric is saying. I try to pronounce as far
as close to the what
as
they can
close,
understand.
as close as the meaning, that the accent is. I
Yeah.
take it very serious because
Yeah.
I don't do music for musicians, and I respect them.
Yeah.
I do music for the public. I
That's good.
love Haitian. I know Haiti from Cap Haitien to Gonaïve. I know Haiti. I stay in Haiti for 3 months with
Okay.
Mini All Star or something like that, Gary. 2 months
Yeah.
in Haiti. Traveling all over Haiti,
Mm-hmm.
eating, lambi,
Yeah.
grillo, you know, sleeping in hotels,
Yeah.
uh, and even here in Kissimmee, wherever I go, and I
Mhm.
see a guy, like with our color,
Yeah.
or African American, I can make the difference between an African American person and a Haitian
A
guy.
nation. Definitely. Yeah.
You know,
It's so obvious
and
to see.
my wife is Puerto Rican,
Hmm.
and she became very famous with a Dominican uh, personage. You know,
Hmm.
she do a character that speak Dominican,
Okay.
and people love it because there are country that adopted or that we get in love. There are people that they like the Brazilian culture. There are people that likes Italian culture.
Yeah.
I like Haitian.
Great. Great.
You know,
That's
maybe it's
fine. That's fine. And Asian loved you too, man. I'm telling you because,
you
like
know
I
what
say, they
you know
used
what
to they
I
used to
realized
listen
that.
to the voice, but they never see the person behind that voice. So I'm
But
sure
let me
now.
tell you something. Let me tell you something, Ralph. I realized that Haitian love me. Haitian public. I'm not talking
Yeah.
about musicians.
Musician. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking about the public.
Yeah.
I realized that in last November when I went with I compa to New York,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember that Tikran told me, Marcos, the public is waiting for you, and I took it as a joke, and
Mm-hmm.
I told him, yes, your mama, your sister,
Uh,
cousin are gonna be there,
yeah.
and when we arrived to the club,
Mm-hmm.
the club was packed.
Yeah.
And when I start singing, people start, cheering me, like welcome.
Give you love.
Yes, and I felt all the love of the Haitian after
Nice.
30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, because you got some big hit like Negrito, Anastasia. Those are classical music right now. Yeah.
Guys, you have to invite Ralph to play with us, man.
Yeah, yeah,
You never
yeah,
know. You never
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I
Marcus,
like
it
I like the
it
way
would
he played.
Thank you, thank you. Gary,
Listen,
Kounia.
if the price is right,
Ah,
Right.
of course.
life is not cheap, you know.
So, Gary, qui plan ou gen pour Exodus? Est-ce que nous gen un album qui paraît déjà avant nous sortir ou du moins n'a font grand sortie? Comment nous pourrons faire sortir ça?
Mon cher, nous gagnons nous avons une musique que nous faisons sous kidnapping.
OK.
Oui, nous kidnapping. Nous chantons en couplet. Marcos chantait en couplet en créole. Hein.
OK.
Et musique n'est presque pareil, mais bin font petit camper, m'attendais, ça gagne de là, et nous font une révision.
OK.
Ça veut dire que musique ça, son musique qui a sorti next year in January
OK.
2024, 2024. Parce que m'gagne et m'pas fin kojom sous parolier, m'obligé à double check avec un parolier, un lyricisme.
OK.
Qui corrige pour moi qui bon parole ça me besoin. Vous comprenez? Mais musique là, son musique qui a fait un gros hit, son musique qui a fait un pile impact. Parce que nous parlons de vérité, nous parlons de kidnapping, nous parlons de l'aria sale, nous parlons de m'abdomen en poussière, le mal, et de même non pas je fais ça roche m'a goumé so gon cadre ba nous zam pour nous goumé gros zam pour nous ça veut dire que conseil de parole dans musique là qui très frappant c'est peut-être ça que
Et surtout ça qu'a fait Kounia là, l'a bien sorti avec tout mouvement qui a passé Kounia là, parce l'a bien tombé.
ah non ça son ba tête chargé et me font série de when I done it's going to be terrific. I think Marcos did a fabulous job with his Creole, which is I'm not going to give him 100%, but I'll give him 89%.
Mais l'op gade marché à Kounia Gary.
Record it again.
L'op gade marché à Kounia Gary. Comment on positionne Exodus avec genre compétition qui existait Kounia là dans Ichema là, ça les Ichema là avec tout ben qui déjà là déjà yo. Est-ce que vous pas trouvé
Bon.
est-ce que vous trouvez que market là still gain place pour l'autre ben ou du moins est-ce que vous trouvez market là il trop saturé?
Bon, moi du bagay, je prends philosophie n'est impossible. They way younger than me. L'impossible t'as fait plaque là, tout le monde dit non, pas sorti plaque là, gen corona, forget about it, ne pas font pas, nèg dit soit dim là c'est bobé, soit dim là. Nèg mixer affaire la gueule. Et puis les la gueule ça passé explosion. OK?
Ça veut dire que des bougains bon produit.
Ça veut dire, yes, faut parole bon, faut mélodie bon, et puis faut bien mixer, faut bien sonner.
Ouais.
Et puis faut gagner un musicien adéquat qui can répondre à la musique là. Deuxièmement, il y a longtemps la musique, on a regardé Chleu Tony Moïse qui a répété, m'a dit tout musicien ça c'est qu'on y a gain comme la musique. Right now.
Ouais.
Right now.
Ouais, parce que temps pas.
Moi, je suis caché dans le tabou, nous pas jamais toucher $8,000, $10,000 per gig. No way. Kounia là, qu'est-ce qu'on a touché $8-10,000 per gig? That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. If you know what you're doing. So moi-même avec Marcos, we put our head together. We're going to expand the band internationally. Kounia m'a parlé avant là, un festival Belgium. En bas où tant qui gagne 10,000 monde qui travaille Kounia là, je dis lundi, c'est ça, lundi là. Je mets son fait que c'est bien au bail, tout le monde a boit bien, il y a 8 à 10 000 monde dans concert ça. Je joué avec Tabou Combo et Touko Bouzi fait là avec Dixie Ben. So, ça veut dire que they have worked for musicians all over the world. C'est pas Martinique, Guadeloupe, Yann, Saint-Domingue, non. Gen tout kote, gen Japan, gen France, gen everywhere, gen job pour musiciens. Ça veut dire que you have to get yourself together, get your band ready to play.
That's
Ok,
it.
même si ça compte que moi Exotus, we ready to play. We'll
That's
be
it.
ready to play anywhere in the world. Even, bon, il y aurait même qu'on parle juste en grec. Pas besoin de rien encore.
Ouais.
Un
C'est ça.
grec, il y a pour qu'on parle. Vous comprenez? So, ça veut dire que it's wide open. It's
Bon,
wide open.
on rappelle aussi de Ralpheconde Show, on a parlé avec Gary Rezil, avec Marcos Lopez, qui a présenté nous premier groupe, groupe que a relancé parce que Exodus existait déjà, et bien il reparaît avec groupe ça, on a fait connaissance avec un groupe pour nous suivre, son groupe et, qui paraît pour l'entrée dans la compétition d'emblée même avec tout l'autre groupe normalement.
Yes.
Et donc, veillez groupe ça. Parce que non seulement des professionnels, il y a une expérience, il y a un métier et tout. Et un chanteur tête chargée. OK?
The front man,
Frontman.
Marcus Lopez.
Marcos, let me ask you this question. Do you think singing compa in Spanish can make compa crossover? I mean, to another market?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you know who is the best pop artist right now in the world.
Which one?
Bad Bunny,
Bad Bunny. Where is from?
Puerto Rico,
Oh, Puerto Rico. Okay.
and he's the most famous uh, reggaeton artist in the world, and he is the biggest pop artist in the world right now. You can
Okay.
search everywhere. You're gonna see Bad Bunny, number one Billboard, number one all over the world. Russia, China, Japan, and he
Okay.
sing in Spanish. He say all his songs are in Spanish. All his
Okay.
songs are in Spanish.
Yeah, because there's a for what I know, there's more people in the world that speak Spanish than English. It's
It's not that. It's the way you project the music and your heart, your intention.
okay.
Compa music, long time. It has to be long time ago. Very international. I always ask Gary why compa music is not internationally, because it doesn't matter the language. Because you know what is K-pop music? K-pop music is from Korea. From Korea,
Yeah.
K-pop music it took by storm all over the world, singing in Korean. And you
Yeah.
and you hear K-pop music in the Latin market. You listen, you hear K-pop music in the Italian market, because now the way the way the industry behave it changed. People, do your search. Bad Bunny. His name is, his nickname is Bad Bunny,
Yeah. I'll look for it.
and he is very very famous. And he don't sing. He's now he's famous. He's more famous like Janet Jackson, like all these Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
He's in the front cover of Rolling Stone magazine
Okay.
singing reggaeton. You know what is reggaeton?
I know. Yeah. Reggaeton is big. I know.
And he is on top of the biggest pop artists right now. I'm not kidding. And singing in Spanish. And the lyrics are most of the lyric doesn't have any kind of, it's very sexual, bad words that it doesn't have any meaning.
It's just simple. Simple
No,
lyrics.
no, it's not simple. His melody are very, very commercials.
Ah, that's
But what
important.
it's saying is dirty sex.
Oh, okay.
and it's number one in Italy. Is number one all over the world, singing in Spanish. And you know, Haitian music. I am a big fan of what is the name of this singer, Gary?
Which one? Michael Gira?
Class.
Oh, people.
I love Class. I like this guy. I would like to do a duo with this guy one day. I got I like the guy that the guy that did Greb Bebe. Greb Bebe. What
Oh,
is
that's a Zinglin. That's a Zinglin
Zinglin.
song. Zinglin song, yeah.
Zinglin. Red Baby.
you know, new generation in the compa music? I like them because I don't come here to compete. At this stage of my life, I don't compete. I just want to sing. I just want to give the public happiness, express myself, give them my love, receive love from them,
Yeah.
listen to people. We are in another stage. We
Yeah,
are
of
not
course.
we are not we are not I didn't came here to compete to be number one or be number two or be
Yeah.
number three. We are not here for that.
We're just
We're here to,
musician. That's it. That's
you
it.
know, we're here to do music.
That's it. Yeah.
You know, if if for me, if 1,000 people accept me, that's my public. It's not the multitude. It's to
Eh,
do is to do good music.
I have to add something for what you're just saying. I'm going to just translate it for my Asian people. Ça veut dire que li le nous même haïtiens pour nous mettre tête nous ensemble pour nous faire plus collaboration. Même c'est ça qui fait qu'on pas de bonne bagaille, bah j'aimerais aimer à faire des polémiques. Nous avons un esprit de destruction là quand nous. Deux jazz jouent ensemble, jazz ça pas voulait jouer, ça voulait jouer avant, jazz ça maintenant dit ah bon même jazz ça pas ka bon monde. Faut nous faire plus collaboration parce que esprit de destructeur ça pas mener on est. D'ailleurs nous ouais ma cote sop dit nous là. Il est là pour faire musique, il est là pour venir compéter avec monde. Deux jazz fin jouer, fin font spectacle, c'est pour tout, c'est pour public. On vient bay un bel spectacle. Les balles la fin nous tande qui est-ce qui te bat l'autre crasé. Ça c'est ti mentalité qui fait nous pas jamais ka évoluer. Faut suspendre nous mêmes musiciens mettre tête nous ensemble. Nous ouais, mon musicien, il a dit bon monsieur son portoricain mais quand même monsieur parle dit li ba vin gourmet lui-même c'est pour musique li c'est that's the way it is. Donc c'est petit message ça m'a fait passer. Gary et qui le moun yo ka attendre une grande première de Exodus?
Mon cher, et bagay qui sous table là qu'on y a, c'est que I'll be shooting the video for our first song, the kidnapping song. Alors, par contre, si c'est kidnapping, ma prélève, but il a catégorie ça. We're gonna be, maybe we might be able to shoot it, the video by Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And then, and m'a fait tout ça, m'game faire. Then, I'm gonna give it to you. You probably will release it on January. Okay? But for the band grand premiere, je commence à parler avec sponsor mieux, je commence à parler avec manager. We might be projecting something for April. The grand premiere là, parce que we have a discussion avec un show, c'est peut-être avec Michel Guillaume ou bien Tania Saint-Val. Nous avons choisi qui est-ce qui peut entrer dans le choix et also nous avons choisi entre classe ou New Look ou bien Vibe qui peut lever rideau pour nous. So c'est une grosse planification qu'on a fait.
Okay.
We're doing big show, nothing small.
Okay.
Big. We don't do nothing small. We do everything big.
That's good.
Okay, so that's the plan,
Okay.
and
Um,
I'm just everything to go okay.
okay. Before we finish, Marcos, is there anything that you want to say to your Spanish people that waiting to see you performing with the new band, which is Exodus?
Of course, a todas las personas que están viendo esta transmisión y que yo voy a poder utilizar esta plataforma para hacerla llegar al público mío en Puerto Rico. Quiero dejarles saber que, nada, lo que siempre me están preguntando, ¿dónde estás? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Y yo le digo a ellos, yo estoy trabajando en música haitiana, con un pueblo al cual yo amo, al cual yo respeto, al cual yo admiro, y es el pueblo que me ha dado la oportunidad de expresar lo que yo soy como artista y lo que soy como músico. Even I have a name in Puerto Rico, because my name in Puerto Rico is Marcos Mallory.
Okay.
I am Marcos Lopez in Puerto Rico. I am not Marcos
Oh,
Lopez in Panama. My name, my artistic name is Marcos Mallory. But in Puerto Rico, people ask me and the press ask me, "What are you doing?" And I feel very proud to say that I am working with the Haitian market. You know,
good.
Haitian market adopted me.
Yeah.
Haitian adopted me. And I'm very proud of being part of the Haitian community or represent the Haitian music wherever I go. Uh, a la gente puertorriqueña y al público latinoamericano, quiero que estén pendientes al grupo Exodus, dirigido magistralmente por mi hermano Gary Rezil y del cual yo voy a ser parte de este equipo. Eh, uh, I'm very proud of being part of the Exodus group, knowing that Gary is, you know, is the chief in commander of this experience. It's a project. We're gonna try. You know, I'm following Gary in his dream. He's following me in in my dream. And when he invited me to do this interview with you, Ralpheconde, I accepted. I accepted because I even you don't know it. I've been seeing your show, and
Thank
I've
you.
been the way you conduct all the interviews you do. Maybe you don't see my name on screen,
On the
but
center, yeah.
and I know who you are. I know who you are as a musician, and I know who you are as a music producer. And I
Yeah.
accepted to do it because for me, your show is very serious.
Yeah.
What I'm worrying about sometime about this is that young generation, the young generation, uh, they sometimes they get jealous with the
Yeah.
foreign
I know.
people because they're competing, you know, between them who is gonna be famous or the
Yeah.
most. But
You're
you
right.
know, once you know, uh, I became very famous in Puerto Rico, very famous. I'm famous, you know, famous, being famous is something that today you're famous and tomorrow you go in your car, you have an accident, or maybe you have a health problem and famous disappear.
Yep.
And music is always next, next, next,
That's
next,
it.
you know, and I didn't came here to compete. I just want to sing Anastasia Manje Atebo. We Madame Manje Atebo.
I'm sure Exodus is gonna play this song too because you
He
sing it.
have to. Estaba el negrito
That's it.
que fuma su tabaquito
Yeah.
y el negro cantaba bellas melodías porque estaba enamorado de la negrita Lucía. That,
That's
you know,
it.
that's what I want to do.
Negrito cumba cumba, negrito cumba
Cumba,
cumba.
cumba.
Go tube. Alors
Yeah.
nous-mêmes qui pas de con qui moun qui chante musique ça mais ni. C'est monsieur à devant nous là.
Terrible, nam communion yo item, ambience la te bon, manger à te bon, yo danse ju cliju.
C'est ça. Gary, avant nous finir, donc, est-ce qu'on a un dernier mot vous voulez ajouter pour tout
Mon
fanatique
cher,
qui peut-être a tant Exodus et puis qui a tant de grande première là tout, album vidéo pour la laguer. Donc, bah, qu'on est sur mon dernier mot.
dernier moment dit, tout fanatique, Martinique, Guadeloupe, Guyane, en France, Mexico, Chile, Colombia,
Panama.
Panama, Calabari, Standby. Moi-même avec ma cause, notre travail, ça que fait nous pour un petit temps, c'est pour produire un plus bon, 100%. Nous ne pas gagner plein et nous fait très bien parce que ma cause sont perfectionnistes. Moi-même, je suis malade. So, ça veut dire que c'est pour dire que c'est un petit temps. Mais quand même, nous avons une première musique là, et dans Ralpheconde show, et monsieur exclusivité a sorti en janvier 2024, en 2024 l'a sorti.
Non, 2023.
2023.
Oh!
Ouais, loin là.
Quel
Et 2 ans,
malheureux
dit
là.
là.
Après, je parle de
2023.
Alors, rectification et musique l'a sorti dans Ralpheconde show en 2023 en janvier. Et n'a souhaité tout le monde et tous les souhaits. Alors, et tout fanatique, stand by, et n'a travaillé.
C'est ça.
Et we're looking forward to play with Class, Kai,
New
Zingle,
look. I
New
love
Look. Yeah, I love New Look too.
New look, man.
I mean, all the Asian band though.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
New Look.
they're Haitian band, but you know this guy, the tall one that he's a big guy. What is his name?
Well, all
What band?
this thing,
There is Class. You know, I don't know the names. I know what I listened to it. They made me feel very good. That with the new generation.
What's the name of the band?
We did a medley. We did a medley of one of their song, Gary. You make me sing.
we're talking about Grass Baby, Zingle.
Uh-huh.
No, we play Marié Marié,
Uh-huh.
and we play.
Ça c'est petit ou pas parler. Moi tout you fais sauver. Who's the one that sing that song?
Oh, that's Class.
That's Class.
Yeah,
I
That's
like his
Marié.
voice.
That's a big hit.
yeah, that's
Yes.
Class. Yeah.
You know,
Big
John
hit.
Generation are doing a great job. A great job. The quality of their video, the history of the video, very good. You know, they're doing a good job.
Yeah, Asian are doing some great
Good job.
videos right now. Yeah. Voilà. Eh bien,
Well, thank you. Thank you for the interview.
mon cher, avec plaisir. Et je suppose que le manger a fin cuite, les bails là, comme Gary so dit, et premier, dit primeur là, et c'est Ralpheconde qui va le gagner. Donc, restez suivre nous. Donc, je dis à mes gars vraiment Gary, Rezil, Marcos, Lopez, et qui était passé dans le Ralpheconde show pour te présenter le premier groupe ça qui va sortir bientôt. Et je voulais parler de Exodus. Et alors, veillez groupe ça parce que yo pour aller vraiment, yo plus à focus, yo là ici en tout, mais yo beaucoup plus focus sur international, surtout avec Marcos qui c'est un chanteur espagnol, en pile musique et en espagnol parce que quand même là que nous connaissons que langue non, c'est pas vraiment un grand barrière non, mais les gonti barrière quand même parce que leur font tube que plus monde et parler langue ça attendait quand même arriver sur plus monde. Voilà, et puis restez branchés Et n'a pas de pause, n'a tourné tout à l'heure.